All right, and we are back for a second episode on the Tall Form series. So let's get right into it. There's some stuff I wanted to do last time I didn't get around to doing. Um, I did a basic setup. I didn't finish. I wanted to get the tests converted to pest. Yeah, there's no editing on these casts. They are just straight work and crappy attempts at doing something useful. But we'll continue from there. Uh, I want to publish the stubs to make them the way I want them to be. It's just the I'll change the pest test stuff, and then we'll just make a model and that we can play with later to do stuff in tall forms. I want to make a factory and add state. I haven't really done that in Laravel 8 as of yet, and get a basic route and view working. All my projects in Laravel 8 actually upgraded from Laravel 7, so I've never actually run Jetstream in something useful, and I've just turned it on once, and that was the day it came out. And go through installation notes for the tall forms. So let's get cracking. So convert stubs to past. All right, so these are our stubs we were looking at. So in pest, why is this about pest? Just make life easier for you and for me later. Okay. So we want a test that basically gets a welcome. So test, I guess welcome returns. Okay. And this is simple enough so you can do a higher order test, get home URL and assert. Okay. Done. Get rid of this. That should work. I might have set this up from other stuff, but it does work. When you do set this up, let me take a second to go through what this does. Okay, so I'm going to go into Run, Edit Configurations, and delete some of these goodies. So if you go into Templates, for my project, I did this once. You just basically tell it, you're going to have to probably have a fix over here. I'm using PHP 7.4, but when you do this, one of the things you can do is look under command line, and in your interpreter, under interpreter options, -n rocks. I do that for pest. I also do that for PHP unit right here. And so what does that do for you? I'll show you right here. So if you look at this, it runs this thing user local bin php-n, and then it runs pest, right? -n basically blows away most of your PHP INI, and it does a massive speed up to any extra stuff you're doing. So it's a lot of configuration and special memory allocation and all sorts of different things that you really don't need for running a test. PHP-n blows it all away. And occasionally a test will fail because of this, and that's okay because in that one test, you can just run ini set and do whatever you need to do, and it will do that for you. So rather than blowing away all your tests for that one ini setting, just change it in that one test. Problem solved. Let's save this, and we'll go back to this other example test, assert true. So there's no actual, there is, you can do this in a couple of ways, but nice and easy. We'll just it does nothing. I don't know what this does. It, whatever, asserts true is true. You can use the expect pattern, right? So I expect true, and then this is to be true. Save that bad boy. And we've got the same thing, right? So there's that whole expect stuff. if you looked at the first video, there's a whole PHP unit. There's an expects, I don't know what he calls it, paradigm or nomenclature or whatever it is. It's the bomb. So I highly recommend it. It just makes reading tests so nice and easy and fun. You can still assert, and don't panic, but whatever. I normally just delete these, but I'll leave them in here for now and move on from there. Okay, so we did that. Right. We don't want all that. When you make a test, so let's go to GitHub, or sorry. Ooh, why is my Gitkraken not picking that up? Nothing to commit. Do I have some sort of Git weird stuff? Git status. Nothing to commit. That is so strange. Let's see what's going on. That looks different. Why wouldn't that be committed? Vendor. Oh, do I have some weird... That can't be global. I've tested some global. Not ignoring that globally. Well, not going to make you watch me fix that, but that should be dealt with. So, in between videos, I'll find out what's going on there. I'm not happy with that. But I want to publish my stubs, so if I make a new test, oh, that won't matter anyways. So if I say like artisan, I use that A as PHP artisan, make, test, and I normally make something like I'll make a junk folder or a scratch folder or something like that. And then whatever, junk test. Okay. Oh crap, that's my feature. So I'll do that again and I'll put that in my unit. Okay, so now, okay, so these, really? These are showing up? Okay, so let's just remove this feature file. Delete the file. Awesome. Now, okay. All right, so we see all this stuff is in there. I don't want that stuff. It's not what I want a test to look like. I actually just want a plain PHP tag. So let's get rid of all that. And you can publish stuff, right? So if I just go to Laravel.com, I can't type. And then if I go to stubs, I did that wrong. Stubs. PHP artisan stub publish. All right, so a stub publish. Okay, so that'll add a whole bunch of different stuff in here. So it's going to have the stubs, and it's probably going to have test unit. So there's this, and test stubs. So let's have a peek at that, right? Stubs, test. This. What these weird spaces in here. Save that. Copy this. Save that too. Okay. So, stage all, right? It's all just stubs. Yep. So, published. Stubs. That's capital stubs. Changed. Test stubs to blank. files. Awesome. Now, if I do something like that, should get a nicer perfecto. So that's that. So second item on the list is done. Sorry, I have a terrible mic. Better than yesterday. I got a Shoppers, like sorry, Shoppers is a brand. I got a microphone from a drugstore. So you can hear me swallow tea. I apologize. Okay. All right. So make some sort of model with a factory and migration so that we can play with that on our tests and tall form. So I decided to make a shoe. Make model shoe with a factory and a migration. Boom. Okay. So now I did that. All right. Let's have a look at what should be on our shoe and add some sort of state. So Alt Command Y will reload all your files, by the way, in PHP Storm. My PHP Storm doesn't like reloading. So we've got a shoe factory. So a shoe factory might have a style. I should do migration first. Migration. Shoes table. Fair enough. Okay. So we'd want something like I just have lots of shortcuts, by the way. Live templates. Style. Yeah. We'll just keep it a string. Everything should be like, none of this matters. So before you're like, why is that a string? It doesn't matter. A color. A color. Not the Canadian spelling, but color's been drubbed out of me. And a size. So size can be whatever, still a string. Size. Nope, we'll make this. How about I don't know. We'll make this like an integer, unsigned. That's not what I wanted. Right. Size, signed. That's good enough. Okay, so style, color, and size. All right. So we need style. This can be just whatever. Faker. Oh, it's probably not Faker anymore. What do we use now? Shoe class. Oops. And that's going to be that. Size. Okay, so you have to get an instance of Faker or Mockery somewhere. So let's go with factory, creating factories, using model factories. Nope, I want creating factories. All right. This Faker. Okay. this figure and whatever word color this figure. Is it actually color name? Nice. Size. Okay, how about we're gonna say these are sizes between whatever. We're just gonna keep it lame. Not gonna deal with any issues at all. Say sizes 1 to 14 or 15 or whatever, and we're gonna allow half sizes. We're gonna multiply that by 10 and divide it by 2. I don't know, making crap up. Whatever. Number, oops, yeah, number and image. Now say 1 and whatever, 13. That's good enough for this crap. So, what can I do for a state? State. Let's go back to this. Say something like has laces. That will default to true. Then save shoe factory. Don't need that because it'll default. And finally, so I want to make a function here probably. Slip on. Is that one word? Slip on. You're probably going to get callback, I guess. Definition. Factory. Oh, perfect. Suspended. So that's my name. Turn this dot state. Oh, just copy you. Beautiful. Oh, right. Okay, so for some reason you can't highlight this stuff right now. That's weird. Strange. Return this state. You call back with your attributes in the array of attributes. Okay? I have to come back there once or twice. Right. So this state, dictionary attributes. Why does that feel weird? Did I do that wrong? State. Right. And here probably return and whatever the state is. Okay, and then we call that true. Okay. Let's go to our handy dandy test and try it out. Yep. So where's our jump test? Okay, so now this is a new way of doing it. Shoe. So how do I call it? Factories. So I should go back. Using model factories. Shoe factory. Okay, times let's call you regular shoe. And your slip on. Slip on. How would I call that? State. Okay. So just call the function. Okay. So I have to annotate that. Alrighty, so let's have a look. Okay, now expect. Then let's just do the same thing. Alright, so making a regular shoe, making a slip on. Expect the regular shoe to be true because it has laces, slip on to be false. Let's have a look at our factory. So slip on should actually be false. That means that by default the migration should be true. Okay, alright, so let's go and run up that test. No such table shoes. Didn't see that one coming. So look at that. 3 table shoes. Let's just double check, make sure PHP unit. Those are, why would those be uncommented? Fresh install Laravel. Let's try that again. You have me defeated, video. Da, da, da. I'm in Scratch, I'm in Unit, and I'm not refreshing the databases. That's the issue. Unit I normally do for how a model works, not running migrations. That just goes back to past. So in feature and unit, use the test case, but in feature, use refresh databases. So I've moved junk into feature. Let's see what happens now. Failed asserting that, oh ho ho, we made progress. So failed asserting that nulls. True. So regular shoe. Okay, so let's just die dump. Regular shoe. Regular shoe. Now, regular shoe. Fresh. Because that one isn't coming out of the database. Has laces. Right, that's coming out of memory. Crazy. Things you forget. So let's go to shoe factory. And has laces. Laces. Learning all sorts of good stuff today. Should be, stuff you probably already know, should be true by default. Because the model, the database works that way. Alright, so let's try that test again. And it passed. Okay, so we have expect that. We've added state. We've got that. Great. We'll be able to make use of these later on. I don't know, I haven't planned anything. I'm just assuming because we're going to run into problems that we don't know the answers to. Okay, get a basic route working. Oh, I'm terrified of this. Okay, so let's go to resources views. Right, welcome. How do they work? They're using Jetstream. Oh, not for welcome. Yeah, I haven't done any of that crap. Dashboard. X app layout. I think that was a guest. I remember seeing that somewhere. I hate that part. I don't hate it, I just don't know it. So if I use X app guest, so what's the difference? This has Livewire enabled. This doesn't. So to use Livewire, you have to be logged in. That's bananas. I don't like that design at all. I wonder what the thought pattern for that is. Maybe because you're using some sort of component that has a thing. But why? Right, so let's just take guest. No, I'm not going to touch that because Tina has an artisan command. Maybe that deals with it. But that means that maybe we can skip this part. Whatever. Let's just go to web. Web. Do like yeah. Get about test 1. That is going to give me write to component maybe. Why not? So hotwire make component. Oops, that's cool. Order bingo. That was the thing I just worked on. Very impressive. It's actually changed to reserve bingo. Bingo's a big deal. All right. So whatever. How about test 1? No, I already did it and I spawned to you. Stop asking. Okay. Those bad boys in. Live wire test 1. So is that. Yeah, no really. Web. Class. It's going to fail because test 1 is going to use app. Will it force me to be logged in? Let's just have a look. Tall.test /test. X manifest is not right. Equal PM install. Sorry you have to watch this. I don't know how to edit it out, so that's just the way it is. Okay. What did it? I don't even know what it wanted. npm run dev. Come on. There we go. I'm going to get name of node object. Yep. Okay. So let's go to app at, then we'll do this one, guest, this, giveaway test, bar styles. I can go after CSS, bar scripts, go after body. Yeah. Save that. Okay, I'm probably going to have to do something different in my test one. I do want to say something like extends guest. Guest not found. So let's have a look. Layouts.guest. Undefined slot. So main has a slot in main. Keep doing that. Okay, so I've got this slot, I've our scripts. Oh, Taylor, this should not be this painful. Let's just check it out. So about that, he's got navigation, he's got a header, he's got slot. That, okay, let's get rid of this. Let's open, there's probably like a guest layout render. Okay, so what if I did this? App. Okay, so it's getting its variables from somewhere. Right. Oh no. So instead of extends, let's have a look. Live wire. Okay, now. Aha! All right. Painful, but complete. So a livewire component, rendering, and good to go. You know what I should do just to make sure? Give it a variable. How about this? Sold. Thanks for joining me. I think we accomplished everything we need to do to get rocking and rolling. Oh, we didn't go through installation notes. You still gotta wait. Tall forms. And yep, I'm on installation. Well, I think all we have to do is put in styles. So these, we have that. We've got this. Tailwind CSS. Form plugin. I don't know what that is, but I'll find out. So stack styles, stack scripts. Okay. Cooking. Nice. Okay. So fit or tail of an UI. So we'll take care of that in the next video. Crap, how long has this been going on for? I don't even know. But seems like it's pretty long. So catch you next time.